We are going to learn how to create organizational units in Windows Server 2025. So here in Active Directory users and computers, you can see I have my domain name. But how do you start the Active Directory users and computers? So you can go to your server manager, and from there you can click on tools, and here we go. We have the ADUC. And if I go to my start menu and I just type active, and here you can see we have different active, then we just search for Active Directory users and computers. So what I need to do right now, you can see we have different organizational units which has been created by default, and this one I created it manually. So to create an organizational unit, for example, I want to create all my organizational units here in KELV Global I created. So I'm going to create a sub organizational unit. For example, you can just go and then click organizational unit, enter a name, and you can see it says protect container from accidental deletion, which means that you should not be able to delete it. If I decide to click delete right now, I'm going to receive an error message which says you do not have sufficient privilege, which means because it was actually protected. So I want to use a PowerShell script to create multiple organizational units. Well, we can actually use a standard PowerShell script, which is very simple, or we can actually use a CSV file. So I'll be doing that if I want to create groups. I'll be showing you how to use a CSV file to create multiple groups using a CSV file in combination with PowerShell. But here, right now, we can see we have, first of all, we need to run the import module Active Directory. So what does this do? It loads the Active Directory PowerShell module into your current PowerShell, which then you can decide, you can start using all the Active Directory command. So we can actually just run or just this command. You can see I click run, but it has already been run on this Windows Server 2025, so nothing happens. But right now you can see we have all our organizational units. That's the organizational unit you want to create. So first of all, you can see I have computers, users, HR, and others. So you can add as much as you want here. And then we're going to say, well, we want to actually place them all in this location. So how do you get this? So what I did is the following. If I go to properties, under properties, if I go to attributes, and you can see here, if I click view, you can see this is the location of this organizational unit. So let me just see. And that is it. I'm going to click cancel and then cancel. So I want to place it there. I want to use the for loop. So we're going to say for each of these organizational units in all my use, I'm going to say we're going to use the command, Active Directory command, new Active Directory organizational unit. That's the right command to use. And the name is going to be OU. That is this. These are all the names that we created. And the path is going to be, this is the name of the path. This is the location. Protect from accidental deletion, which is going to be true. Or we can say false, which means I should be able to delete all these organizational units without any problem. So let's try the command and see what happens. So I'm going to actually, let me just cancel this for now and then run all the command at the same time. Here we go. If I go now to my Active Directory users and computers, you can see nothing happens. If I do a refresh, here we go, you can see our organizational unit has been created. But if, for example, I want to create, for example, I want to say, okay, well, I want to create in users, I want to create different organizational unit as well. So I'm going to do the following. I'm just going to go to properties, and here we have the attributes. I'm going to say view, then select this, then go back again to my PowerShell script, and then I'm going to use the same location. But right now, I want to just change all this. For example, I want to say this is going to be admins. And then here, I'm going to leave this for users. I'm going to say, call this one. Let me just call this Helpdesk. I'm going to say this one is going to be this is going to be IT users, Helpdesk users. This is going to be network. And also I can say, well, I want to, these are sales users, these are marketing users. Then I want to create a different organizational unit inside these users. So what you're going to do is the following. Let me clear my screen. And then I think this is slow. Then run this command again. Here we go. You can see the command has just been run. So if I go to my users and I do a refresh, here we go. You can see all the different users have just been created. So right now I can decide to go. I have a user I've created before here in the past. Then I can just move this to admin. Then he's going to be admin users.